Okay, so today we'll do something different, not yoga. We'll actually work on resistance band work. I have two resistance bands. This purple one is stronger than the pink one. I believe this pink one is a medium and this purple one is a strong. You can get them very easily off Amazon. I can link where I got them from just in the description below. So today we'll work on glutes activation and strength into the hamstrings. So I do this regularly to counterbalance all the stretching of the back part of the body, the posterior chain that we do in yoga. So this helps me keeping my body in balance. So let's start with the strongest of the bands, and if you don't have bands but you want to do this series of exercises, you can still do them. So we'll step into the band and pop it just on top of the knees, and then from here we'll rotate the toes about 45 degrees and come down into a squatting position. So stick the hips back and we squeeze the glutes as we stretch, as we lengthen the legs, and again squatting down. Then engage and squeeze as you lift. And we'll go for about 20, so this is 3. You can add the breath, inhale as you bend, exhale as you extend. Keep breathing, even if maybe you're not synchronizing the breath with the movements, just make sure you keep breathing consciously. And every time you straighten the legs, and make sure you squeeze the glutes, activating the muscles. We can get really lazy into the glutes muscles, and then other parts of the body need to compensate and do extra work. So we want to feel that with this set of exercises, we're really engaging them and making them feel a bit of a burn, so that we know they're actually firing up and activating in the way that they should. So let's just do one last one here. And release. So we'll keep the band where it is, moving on to your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and then here, keeping the band where it is, we need to kick back. Your right leg is still bent at a 90-degree angle, and then we drop it back in, hover just above the ground, and we'll go for this for about 15 on each side. Make sure you're pushing the floor away with the hands, still finding that slight rounding into your upper back. Your navel is drawn in, and as you lift, you can also hold the leg bend up here for a moment or so, like 2 or 3 seconds, just to feel a little bit more activation. Good, we'll carry on, we'll just do another 5 or so. Make sure you don't go too fast. And release. Let's go on the second side, same thing. Keep your leg bent 90 degrees. And try to stay even between your right and left side, in your hands, in your arms, in your shoulders. And maybe holding it on top a little bit longer. And you will need to play with what resistance band works best for you. So I find that this purple one gives me good resistance, but I could probably work with a band that is a little bit stronger than this. So maybe I should just get a stronger one for some of the exercises. Let's just go for another 3. If it's not really strong, you just won't feel as much, but it's still good work anyway. Do one more and release. Okay, this time in the same position, we'll open the leg out to the side, 90-degree angle. So let's lift the right leg out to the side, keep the knee bent at that same shape, and release, float it above the ground, and again lift and lower. Go as high as you can, and again you can add a bit of a hold at the top to feel more into the glutes. Let's go for another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Second side, same thing, so lifting the left leg, keep it at that 90-degree angle, lift as high as you can, but still keeping integrity in the rest of the body. So try to keep the arms straight, that push of the floor away with your hands, the abdomen engaged, pulling it. Going for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release, sit back. Still keeping the same band in the same position. Roll onto your back. Rotate the toes out about 45 degrees. And then we'll go into glutes, glute bridges. So lift the hips, lift the spine. And then from here, lift the heels off the ground. And try to move the feet, the knees away from each other. Feel the glutes activating and then draw them back in. And again, open out. As you draw them back in, still keep some resistance into the band so you're not fully letting go. Make sure your hips are staying high. If you need to support a little bit with your hands or just keep them on your hips for feedback, that's also useful. Or if you feel quite stable, you can let go and relax the arms down, but really feel the back part of your body engage. Especially the glutes should really start to feel the burn now. Let's go just for the last 5 here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Move all the way up into standing, and this time we'll take the less stronger the bands, if you have two. We'll put our feet inside of the band. As we lift up into standing, the feet are underneath the hips, so hip distance apart, and we'll take a step out with the right foot, stretching the band apart, and then step the left foot in, and then we'll step the left foot out and the right foot in. So again, we always keep a bit of resistance in the band, and we'll go for 15. That's 3, 4, keep going, 5, 10, 9. Try not to rush it too much. This is going to be your last one to the right, last one to the left, and let it go. Okay, so next, I quite like to work with the purple band, but it's up to you. Even by now you know which one is probably working best for you. So this time we'll again slide this band above the knees. We'll soften the knees, hands and hips, slightly hinge forwards of the upper body, but flat back. And then you can keep the hands on the hips or at the heart, wherever you're most comfortable. We're keeping the body weight into the left leg as we step the right foot back, long step back, tap the toes, and then tap them back in. Stay hinging forwards, keep that standing leg bent, and we'll go for 15. That's 4. Try to set the eyes on one point in front of you just to help you with balance. Step back really far away. Good. Last 5, This front knee should be nice and stable, so try to keep the focus on that standing leg staying stable, not wobbling. Good, just one last one, and step it in. Good, let's go to the second side. I'm just turning so that you can see, but you can stay facing the same direction. If you need to adjust the band, adjust it. Step it back, nice and long. When the foot steps in, it's just next to the other foot. And again, keeping that control in the standing leg. Both sides of your glutes are working here. So even your standing leg, it's really doing a lot. We'll go with the last 5. And 1. Okay, good, let it go. I'm going to switch to the pink one and place it just above my ankles. Good, and then from here, hands on hips, knees a little bit bent, same position, so hinging forwards with the torso flat back. And again, we'll stand on one leg and then tap out to the side with your other foot, tap it back in. Try to stay stable in that standing leg. Keep your abdomen active, belly button drawing in. And again, take a long step out to the side. We'll go with the last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, you can definitely feel the go. Let's go on the other side. Soften the knees, hinge forwards with the torso, hands wherever you like, hips, heart, and tap other foot to the opposite side. Make sure you keep breathing. I mean, doing this without the elastic band is hard enough. Doing it with the band is tough, but it's so good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Okay, good. With the bands away, come on the floor and we will stretch the glutes out. So roll on your back, right ankle on top of the opposite thigh, coming to a figure 4 position. Your top foot is active and flexed, so that right foot active, and draw the legs in. This might be enough, especially after working out on your glutes. This probably feels like it's stretching them out. If you want more, catch the left leg, either the shin or the back of the thigh, and then pull both legs in. I would stay at least 30 seconds on each side. Let's take another 5 breaths on this side. Let the breath begin to slow down. It's only a quick glute workout, but it can really get your glutes firing up. So it's great to do before you do any other workouts, or if you do yoga, it's also something you can do before a class or even at a different time of the day, just to get your glutes working more, because it's easy to get them to become lazy and then other muscles will need to do more work, which is not ideal. So let's now drop that right foot and left shin to your left side. So keep the same position of the legs. You just drop the right foot, left shin to the ground and hold the stretch here. And bring it back to center, switch, left ankle on top. Again, maybe this is enough, maybe you want to use your hands to pull in and deepen the stretch. See what you need on this side. Another 3 or 4 breaths. And then, like we did on the other side, left foot, right shin to the ground. And then back to same here. Good, so well done. This is your quick glute workout with resistance bands. So hope you enjoyed it. Do it often, do it regularly, and you will see results. Thank you.